Hey emoji poppers, welcome back to my channel. It's Monday and I just spent all weekend playing a Monsters Expedition on iOS, which is part of the Apple Arcade. It's also available for Steam, so I really recommend you play this game if you're into puzzle games. So I really wanted to start the week off by telling you about this game and how much I love it. First off, a Monsters Expedition might be the best puzzle game I think I've ever played, and the fact that it's perfectly suited for the mobile experience blows my mind. A Monsters Expedition is a great example of taking a simple mechanic and then diving deep into it. It's based on the classic game Sokoban, in which the player moves around boxes in order to get through a maze. It's a gameplay system that's really focused on the order of operations and requires players to really think through many steps in order to solve certain puzzles. In Sokoban, you're pushing around crates, but in a Monsters Expedition, you're knocking over trees and rolling them or pushing them around. The biggest difference between Sokoban and a Monsters Expedition, though, is the open world nature of the game. A Monsters Expedition is basically a giant open world puzzle game where the player can freely move around and solve puzzles in order to traverse the different islands in the game. Each island has its own puzzle for the player to complete. The bite-sized nature of these islands make for a really engaging and easy to get into puzzle game, but also a great mobile experience because it's possible for players to just open the game and quickly play a puzzle or two and then close it and move on with their lives. As you progress through the game, you get introduced to new game elements. This includes longer trees that you move around, but also giant rocks that you can build a raft next to and push off of it in order to get to a different place on the map. The core mechanics of the game also make for a perfect mobile gaming experience. You're tapping on the screen to move to different places, and then sometimes moving your finger in order to push a tree a certain direction. The pacing of the levels feels really good too. They start out pretty easy, but they get more and more difficult. At the same time, you still get easy islands once in a while that you can just quickly make some quick progress and explore some areas. So I think the game does a good job of intermixing difficult challenges with easier challenges. The open world nature of the game also makes it easier for players to stay engaged even when they're stuck on a puzzle. You can always go to a different part of the map and pick off from where you left off. One of the biggest things I learned from this game is that I'm so focused sometimes on creating an engaging meta layer for my games in order to make them engaging and have long-term value. But now I have a better understanding that there's other ways to structure these games. They might not be the most profitable, but because of the money they get through Apple Arcade, Dracneck can afford to make a really awesome mobile experience that isn't so littered with flashy events and things designed to hook you from day to day. It just feels like a great organic experience to have on mobile. Puzzle games to me are all about experimentation followed by epiphany. Dracneck makes it really easy for players to experiment and quickly learn by giving them the ability to constantly undo their previous actions. So when you get to a new island, you can look at the puzzle for a while and strategize, or you can just kind of start making moves in order to see how the level kind of works mechanically first. So even if you really don't know what you're doing, you can still play the game because you can just by trial and error try different things, and eventually this is how you learn the core mechanics of the game and how it works. Playing a Monsters Expedition has made me feel really smart actually. At the beginning it was really difficult to figure out how to maneuver these pieces in order to progress through the different islands, but now I'm able to think so much better in terms of the logic of the game space. The levels get pretty intricate as you move on, and more I'm having better epiphany moments. And as I progress through the game, I'm actually feeling more and more confident in my ability to succeed, even the most difficult challenges. So I think the game does a really good job of training you up and putting you in positions to feel really smart. But yeah, I really hope you check out this game, and I'd really love to know what you think of it in the comments, or if you have any alternate takes to it. This developer has made some other really fun puzzle games that follow a similar formula of bite-sized puzzles that are intertwined in this larger progression. Hey, what's up y'all? I forgot to record the conclusion of that video, but thanks for watching, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to release every day, or as many days as I can. I also stream Monday through Friday. So there's a lot going on. I'm obsessed with mobile games, as you've probably figured out. If you're into mobile games or you're a mobile game developer, please subscribe. Go to the links below to join the community on Discord, on Facebook, everywhere. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.